you want tissue?
No. Sorry. Yeah, so I'm sorry.
这个人
Hi, I'm Shenee. I just turned 21 and I'm currently waiting for graduation, so working part-time. My insecurity is it's based on my appearances, the way I look. I think basically it's just like skin-wise. It started when I was really young. I think when I was in primary school, I used to be bullied, where people actually called me things because like I was darker than the rest, and like I used to be called black disease. People didn't want to like. My classmates were afraid to like touch me. I know that doesn't make sense, but like yeah, I think I kind of grew out of that after some point of time until when I was 16. I had chronic eczema, so that's when my condition actually flared up and it got really bad where it started getting everywhere. So I started having eczema in places where it isn't that easy to hide. Like I started getting eczema on my face, most part of my bodies, my arms, legs, and limbs. So that's when I started getting very cautious about what people said and how people look at me. I did have eczema when like I was little during kindergarten. It wasn't that bad until like it was fine until the age of 16. So right after my O-level, it got really worse. Like it just flared up for no reason, and yeah, it was like everywhere. So it was a huge jump for me. I think not only physically but also as emotionally, because like the things I went through before I had eczema and like how people saw me after I had eczema were very different. Okay, I have like I have a couple of encounters that happened. I think when my eczema flared up, like I said, the way people started viewing me changed. Like I get random people, like I don't even know, people that just see me, like passerbys that like I see in coffee shops or anything. I get them like suddenly calling me, and like there was once like this uncle, just I don't know who is he was having his drink. I was buying my own food. He called me and then he started asking me about what was wrong with my skin. So I mean, to me I don't mind explaining about it. So I was like, like yeah, I have eczema. And then he asked me if I got into a car accident or like if I got into a fire accident because of all those scars. And then I said, no, it's just like I have a chronic skin condition, which is eczema. And then he went on and started saying things like, oh, you have to like take care of it. Like, how are you supposed to get a boyfriend when you look like that? Like, yeah, the way that he looked at me was just like, you could see he was looking at me like he was just disgusted. Like he couldn't look at my skin without giving this disgusted look on his face. And I think that kind of like that was hurtful to actually watch. And there were times where this happened in school. It was during my year 1. This was actually my own friend that like we were the one that we used to hang out together. So it was No issue? No. Sorry. Okay, so like we were inside a lecture room, and like at the point of time my eczema was really bad. Like I had eczema all over my face, and so I used to have like skin peeling off my face, and also when we were sitting inside the lecture room, when he sat beside me, the moment he turned.
Like, step off over.
The moment he turned and looked at me, he just went like, whoa, her face fucking ugly, yeah. And then he got up and he walked over to like the next few seats to sit because he didn't want to sit next to me because I was fucking ugly. That's what he said.
I mean, not only like my friends, but like the way my parents and my sister started looking at me was different. My mom and dad didn't really like people asking them questions of why my skin was like that, so they always shout at me to wear things to cover up, like wear full sleeves, wear long sleeves, I can't wear things that I want because like I am not supposed to show my skin because it's ugly and people ask about it. It's the point where your own dad calls you ugly.
I mean, I don't understand the fact that they don't mean it in that way, but the things that they say, they don't know they're hurting you. They're putting you down. When your mom starts complaining that like other relatives keep asking about what's happening, why am I like that, why do I have this, why I don't take care of myself every day, like it started getting to a point where every time I go back home, like the only topic was about that, like oh it's her fault. The thing about eczema is it's not something that you can control. Like it's not. There's a lot of reasons why you get eczema, and it's not something that it's like, oh, you know, like if I don't want it, I just have to do this and like I get better. It's not something that can be cured. That's what I mean. You can ask a doctor. Eczema is not something that can be cured. It can be only maintained. So things that why eczema gets really difficult, it's because of like our environment, the humidity. Like it's really hot here, and it's not easy for us people with eczema to like just, oh, you know what, like I have to just do this in order to like, it's not that easy. Like people come and tell us like, oh, just stop scratching. It's not that I want to scratch, it's just it's really difficult, and like people don't understand that, and then they start blaming you for it. So they just start pushing the blame on you and just keep telling you it's your fault, you're like that, it's your fault, you're this ugly and stuff like that. So I think that's the point. Like I started there was a point of time I started blaming myself for it. So I didn't know what to do about it, so I didn't do anything about it. Yeah, does that make sense? Yeah. When I was really young, I think when you get people constantly telling you that, oh, you're ugly because you're dark, you're ugly because like you're not fair enough, you're ugly because you're different, you start viewing yourself that way, you start putting yourself down, I had a point of time that I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. Like when I went inside the toilet, unlike other girls, I can't even like look at myself and wash my hands, or like look at myself and like tie my hair. I was afraid to see the mirror because I was just afraid to that I might hate what I'm actually looking at in the mirror. So yeah, the things that people said around me, it put me down. It never gave me the strength to like view myself as, oh, I'm actually beautiful. I'm actually like, I like how my skin looks like. It's not that easy for me to like see. Funny thing is, when I actually did like start having eczema and all, I wasn't really the kind of person who really cared about what I wear. I used to still wear like crop tops, shorts and stuff like that. But there was a point of time like my parents started like really, they hated me going out wearing sleeveless or anything short, anything that revealed skin and you can see my scars. So that's when I started like covering up. So I started wearing clothes that I wouldn't say I don't feel, not really that I don't feel comfortable in, but like more like clothes that I didn't, the things that I wanted to wear and I used to wear, I couldn't wear it. Things like shorts, things like short dresses, things like short sleeves and stuff like that. So yeah, that kind of changed. So I started wearing things, even if I wear like sleeveless and all, I have to put on like an outerwear to like cover up or something. So how it changed my confidence was I never felt like I looked good because I couldn't wear the things that I wish I could wear. So I never felt like I actually look good.
How far have I come? I think the thing about this entire period that I went, it's like it's been about let me see, 5 years since I had eczema. I think it has taught me a lot, like who are your true friends and what kind of friends you need to keep and what kind of friends you don't need in life. And like I think I've met a lot of people, a lot, like not just people who have been cruel and like said like ignorant people basically, but I've also met really nice people where I met this girl from my internship. She barely knew me. She asked me about my condition, and then she barely knew me, but she felt like pity for me, and she started telling me like things like, oh, like do what you want and like wear what you want. Don't care about what others say and stuff. Like that's the thing that pushes me to like feel more confident about myself.
And I think like meeting like this kind of people in my life and like people who have insecurities itself, and like we start talking about it, it feels empowering. And like that's the reason why like I would say I've grown from where was I last time. I would say I am a confident individual to like a certain level. I wouldn't say like I'm very confident yet. I do have like moments where like I feel insecure, or like when I go out I'm just like I'm showing some skin, like people are staring at me, like yeah, how would I push myself to get there? Probably wear things that I actually like and push boundaries, show more skin. Yeah. If I would go back to time, what I would tell myself is that you should just shut people, all those negative people, shut them off. Don't give them a voice to speak. When I should have said something when they gave those comments, I should have said something when all that happened, because being silent is the reason why it really put me down. So you should speak up.
She just wants to be beautiful. she goes, unnoticed she knows, no limits she craves, attention she praises, an image she prays to be sculpted by the sculptor.